Hey guys, and welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. This is part 2 of our 5-part series of the beginner's guide. So last video we talked about common items: duct tape, insulating tape, nails, coffee, that sort of thing. So first and foremost, let's talk about the gold chains. So last time we talked about how you can barter trade for some of these items as well for the gold chains. And with the gold chains as well, like you can get a gazelle armor or a gazelle armor, whatever you like to call it. It's all up to you, really. So there are a few quests that do require 9 gold chains altogether, and they do not have to be found in raid, which is really super nice. You do receive 3 of the gold chains from the trader in order to complete this quest, and I believe that's mechanic, or that could be ragman. I'm pretty sure it's ragman. Basically what you have to do is you have to go to woods, where you have to go into one of the shacks in the lumber yard, and it's the middle one. You have to plant 3 gold chains on the bed, and that usually takes about maybe 30 seconds each. So you have to stay there for about 90 seconds in order for you to plant all 3 of those gold chains. The second location for those gold chains will be on interchange, right where you see that BT tank inside, right across from Kiba. Or if you go up hole in the ground in the parking lot, over to your right you'll see the tank. And then if you go inside towards the back right hand corner of the store, there's a mattress, and you have to sit there for another 90 seconds and plant those gold chains. And they don't have to be done in the same raid as well, so that's actually pretty nice. So the next map that we do have to go to is customs. On customs, you have to go into the 3-story dorms, go all the way upstairs into the kitchen, and there's a microwave towards the back wall on the left hand side. You have to plant 3 more gold chains inside of that as well, and that'll help you complete that task. If you guys want to know more about that, there's a new video coming out on explaining how to complete those. So the first thing that we're going to be looking at is the half mask. You do need 12 of these found in raid for the proper quest in order to complete it. It's best if you equip it to your face mask inventory, or if you just put it in your backpack or in your gamma, whichever you feel comfortable with, but you do have to extract with them. The next thing that we're going to be talking about are screws, or a pack of screws. You can find these for about 4,000 rubles on the flea market, or you can sell them for 4,000 or so on the flea market. And these are really good for trades as well as barter items, and as well as for your hideout. So the next thing that you're going to need is alkali. You're going to need 2 of these, found for nutrition unit level 2 if you want to upgrade that. You can also trade 5 duct tapes and 1 alkali for the tactical alpha chest rig with level 2 ragman, and you're going to need 1 of these in conjunction with 1 soap and 1 sodium bicarbonate in order for you to make the ox bleach. You get about 5 of those from your laboratory level 2. Now you're also going to need that alkali for Spa Tour Part 7, and for that you're going to need a few more items, but specifically for the alkali you need 2 of those found in raid. So if you find them, make sure you put them in your gamma or into your backpack, and make sure that you do extract with those. The next thing that you want to look out for are helix, or Radiator Helixes. These will run you about 15,000 rubles, and what's really nice about these is once you have level 4 Jaeger, you can trade 10 of these for Reap IR. If you do like to use the thermals, this is definitely one of the better options for you to keep. An item that I always try to keep my eyes out for, and it tends to give you a better trade later down the line, so it's a really nice thing to have. So this is going to be a little bit of a long video here, so bear with me, but we're going to talk about the cloth pieces like aramid, fleece, and ripstop. Now aramid roughly goes for about 6,500 rubles on the flea market. Now the trade for this is actually pretty nice. You can trade 1 Aramid and 1 Ripstop for a 3M armor through Ragman, and honestly, it's an okay trade. If anything, just keep the Aramid just, stashed away. Second piece of cloth that we have is the Fleece, and that'll run you about 7,000 rubles, and that's through level 4 Ragman. You can actually get the Slimfield Medpack backpack through this, and you need a few of those in order for you to complete that trade. The next item that we have is Ripstop. Now, these run you about 9,000 rubles on the flea market. You're going to need 10 of these in order for you to complete that quest. Now, keep in mind, Textile Part 1 is not required for Kappa, as well as Textile Part 2. The reason why I keep them is because for 3 Cordura, 3 Aramid, and 3 Ripstop, you can trade it up for an ARS Arma CPC rig, and that's 60 of 60, and that's a pretty good trade. And again, it's for a level 4 trade with Ragman. The next thing that you want to be keeping your eyes out for is your tools, and in order for you to get this, you're going to need 1 pair of pliers, 1 screwdriver, 1 wrench, 1 insulating tape, and a measuring tape. And this is a mechanic level 1 trade, so it's actually pretty good. As far as a trade goes, for quests, you're going to need 2 of these for much later on. The quest will be for farming part 1 in factory. The best place for you to find these, if you're not up for looking for all of the parts, is probably going to be in the stashes, the scavs that you kill, jackets, the duffel bags, crates, and toolboxes. So you're going to need 2 of these for the water collector level 2. You're going to need 3 to be found for the workbench level 2, and you're going to need 1 to be found for the laboratory level 3. These will probably be able to sell on the flea market for about 40,000 rubles. So that's actually a really nice gimme. Next thing that we have is sodium. It roughly runs about 14,000 rubles on the flea market. Now you can find these in the barrel caches, the dead scavs, the Jaeger stashes, the medical supply crates, sports bags, like the gym bags or whatever. You can only find them in game. What's really nice is with Therapist level 2, you can actually get a knife pack for 1 of these, the sodium bicarbonates, 1 pack of sugar, and then you can also make ox bleach, about 8 of these in about 40 minutes. What you're going to need is 1 piece of soap, 1 alkali, 1 sodium bicarbonate, and you're going to need to have the laboratory level 2 in order for you to do this. Keep in mind that ox bleach, you're going to need 4 of those found in raid in order for you to complete that quest. So the next thing that we have are the pile of meds, which are roughly about 12,000 rubles on the flea market. And in order for you to create these, you're going to need 4 matches and 4 cricket lighters, and you'll get 1 pile of meds out of that through your hideout. And the next thing that you're going to need, and this is everybody's favorite, is the 20 optoscopes and 10 of the pile of meds, and you can get an items case through this for Therapist. And the next thing that we have is 1 pile of meds and a blood set, and you get yourself an ibuprofen. 12 with 12, it's better than the painkillers in my opinion, and it definitely lasts longer in the field as well. And the next thing that we're going to need is 5 pile of meds to make 1 pack of sugar. Now, the importance of sugar is basically in your hideout. If you've got your water collector and your booze collection going off, you can make booze with 2 packs of sugars and 1 super water. You can also use the Alyanka chocolates, 2 of those to make 1 pack of sugar. They're roughly about 70,000 on the flea market if you find them in raid, and these are definitely a good way for you to make passive amount of money. And I mean passively is where you're not really working too hard for them. So what you can do is just find all the chocolate that you can and just put them to the side and start selling them when you have the sugar. And that's really a good way for you to earn money if you're not feeling like you need to go out and finish any kind of quest. And if you guys want to know more about the pile of meds, it's in the bottom description below. Alright, and as a bonus, we're going to be talking today about the LEDX, where you can find it. So while you're running a raid, and you do come across these, keep in mind that you can only hold on to 3 in your inventory at all times. You need 3 of these to be found for private clinic. Now keep in mind, these do not have to be found in raid. So even if you put these in your gamma and you die, you can still finish private clinic from therapist. You do need 1 for med station level 3 for your hideout. Now everyone always asks, where can I find this LEDX? Here's a couple places that you can look in order for you to find them. The first place that you want to be looking, Jaeger stashes, the stashes that you find across the maps. Shoreline has over 37 stashes, so don't be afraid of going through each and every single one of these in order for you to find it. However, keep in mind this is a super rare item and it doesn't spawn often. However, there are greater chances for you to find it. A couple more places that you can find it are in the med bags, in the med cases, medical supply crates, and you can find a few of those on reserve downstairs in the bunkers with the locked gates. We'll have more information about those in another video. Stay tuned to that. You've got the plastic suitcases. One example is on Interchange. If you're on the Scav highway, right next to Scav tents, there is a pink or purple suitcase right next to a shack. And if you look inside of that, there are chances of bitcoins, a LEDX, and other, common to rare items and super rare items that you can find in that. So keep your eye out for that. You can also find them in sport bags, like, the gym bags that you find on reserve downstairs of the mark room. They're a great place to look. And of course, everybody knows this place. You stay away from it, is the lab. Everybody knows inside lab, you have the orange dome in the main working area. You can find them in 3 places. In that place is on top of the barrels near the left side of the dome, right next to the entrance, on the barrel in front of the forklift, and on top of a barrel just to the right of the entrance. And if you don't see it there, another place that you can look is where you see the barrels on top of the forklift. You gotta go prone and look underneath the pallet. Sometimes it does spawn there. I've seen it quite a few times. And for labs, you can also find it in the server room office, which is to the leftmost laptop, and that's on the large counter there right next to the window. And another place that you can find it is in the round shaped metal box in the laboratory block, and on top of the metal shelves in the quarantine zone. And then on Shoreline, you're going to find it in a couple of places. Office 104, West Wing 205 on the nightstand, West Wing 216, West Wing 301. It's going to be on top of the white cans, and this can also be found in the room attached to the balcony on the desk, or sometimes even on the bed. You're going to also be able to find it in East Wing 107, 222, 226, 227, and that's on top of the washer and dryer, so keep your eyes out for that. East Wing 306, and then room 313, which is on top of the boxes. And you're going to be able to find that through the 314 key, which also allows access to room 313, and then the East Wing 328. If you're close by, go to the admin building, go where the double stairs are right at the front entrance, go down the stairs. There's a little cart there, or a cafeteria tray. It's right on top of that. It does spawn there from time to time. However, keep in mind that other items do spawn there as well, like meds. You can also find food and drink, as well as a little bit of ammo sometimes. And if you're going back outside of the resort, look in the ambulance. Inside the trunk of it, you can find a LEDX just sitting there to the left of the med bag. And last but not least, on Interchange, you can find this in the pharmacy for Interchange, and you can find that key in West Wing room 101 right on the desk. And in order for you to open that pharmacy, you need to go into Interchange, and you're going to go into Ultra on the far left hand side of the map, right next to power. Once you walk in through the front door, go to your right about 2 o'clock, and you'll see a locked door. That's the pharmacy. The pharmacy area will probably be a little empty. From time to time, you'll find a grizzly, you'll find a LEDX, You'll find pain meds. You'll find a whole bunch of other medical supplies. For that LEDX to spawn, it's probably unlikely, but it does happen. Now that LEDX will probably spawn on one of the shelves, so keep your eye out there. And here are the trades that you can get one of them. You need 140 dog tags, level 10 or above dog tags for USEC class, and you also need 20 level 39 or greater dog tags for the level 3 therapist to get one LEDX. The next one is going to be a little bit more difficult. You need 10 portable defibrillators, 10 LEDXs, and 10 ibuprofen painkillers. This is for the level 4 therapist trade for a thick items case. And not really my favorite, or possibly anybody's favorite right now, is you need 3 phase array elements, 5 military circuit boards, and 1 LEDX for the level 2 peacekeeper trade for a secure beta container. Now keep in mind, if you have EOD or Edge of Darkness, you've already got the gamma, so don't worry about that one too much. I hope this video helps you guys out in your endeavors for finding that LEDX. If you have any more questions, post it down below. We're going to make another video for Shoreline showing you guys exactly where to find that LEDX and how to get most of those keys. If you have any questions, again, post it down below. Thanks for watching. Bye. If you guys liked the video, hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications. I really would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.